loud. Nice. All right. Okay, so let's come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips and your neck is in line with your shoulders, so that might feel weird to kind of pull it back a little bit. Press your hands into your thighs and elongate your spine. Nice. And then let's just take a moment. We'll massage the inside of our hands. Good. And then switch sides, so just go to the center. Good job. Let's interlace our fingers, press your arms away, pull your shoulder blades together, come on up. Nice. And then exhale, release. Good. Sweep your arms up, inhale. Good. Exhale, twist over to the left, right hand on your left knee, left fingertips behind you. Then lift your chest, Naomi. Lift, lift, lift. Yeah. Good. Turn your gaze, maybe tuck your chin. Exhale, release. Nice. Inhale, bring those wings up and over. Bring your left hand to your right knee, your right fingertips behind you. Lift your chest, so elongate, so pressing into your fingers. Pull your shoulder blades down your back, tuck your chin. Good. Exhale, release. Good. And then let's just take some nice hip circles, warming up our back. I'm just going to say some people look like drunk sailors, but I'm not going to say who. Go the other way. And I'm probably one of them. Good. And then let's just take a moment and sit up tall. And I want you to set your intention for class today. So I'd like you to try and make it something positive. So if you focus on the positive, you create positivity. And if you focus on the negative, you create more negativity. So lift your heart, press into your hands. You can look down at the floor. You can close your eyes. And then just breathe into your heart center and cultivate or think about something that gives you joy. It could be beauty in nature. It could be a loved one. It could be a pet. And just inhale and fill yourself with all of that joy. And exhale, send it to your whole being. And then get more specific with your image. So start to get a visual of that person or place or thing. Bring that into your heart center. Send that to your whole being. Good, and then just imagine that you're looking, that you're there, you're in that place. And feel the emotional joy of being there or being with that person. And exhale, release. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Good. And then you're gonna, this is different than what we normally do. I want you to grab your right arm with your left hand, so take it behind you, sit up tall. Take your right hand like you're gonna serve, I don't know, coffee in your right hand only. Good. And then just take your right ear to your right shoulder. Nice. And just you'll feel a nice stretch down your left side of your neck. And then inhale, come on up. Interlace your fingers behind you, open up your shoulders, lift your heart. Good. And then grab your left arm with your right hand. I think by kind of grabbing this arm and lifting this up, pulling this down, it's a counter stretch. So feel that opening, feel your shoulders engaging. Good. And then tuck your left chin to the side. Pull that right shoulder blade down your back. Good. And then inhale, come back to center. Great. And then let's do those shoulder scapula presses. So starting on your knees, pressing your knees, engaging your quads and your glutes. Bring your arms in front of you, hands in front of your chest, and then pull your shoulders back, pull your heart through. And then press away. Your shoulder blades come forward. Yes, like get away from me. Good. Pull your shoulders back, pull your heart through. Nice. Take your fingers a little bit wider, Emily, and then press the floor away. Good, let's take this to the floor. Good. So spread your fingers wide, kind of grip the mat, and press into the mat and feel your shoulder blades get broad. Good. And then press the floor, press the mat away, feel your shoulder blades get broad, engage your low belly, and then let your heart sink. Arms are straight. Keep your head in line with your shoulders. Press the floor away, engage your belly. Good. Exhale, let your heart drop. Feel your shoulder blades retract and then press away. Nice. And then let's do a cat-cow, so pressing into the mat. Lift your heart, pull it through. Good. And then exhale, round. Now, if your shoulders are tighter, you can take your hands a little bit wider. Inhale, press your hands. Pull your heart through. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Good. Exhale, round your belly. Pull your head towards the floor. Nice. And then press the floor away. Come forward. Hug your elbows in so that your elbows are facing your thumbs. Come all the way to the floor. Good. And then come on to your forearms. Grip the mat and feel yourself pressing into the floor with your forearms. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Good. And then lift your knees. Press, press, press in your elbows. So strengthen your shoulders. Lift your knees and your hips. Gaze at your thumbs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Hips down. Take your hands in front of you. Turn your head to the right. Bend your knees. Go from side to side. Now, why am I not just doing chaturanga the whole time? Because I want to strengthen different parts of your shoulder. Good. And then bring your chin to the mat. Take your arms in a Superman behind you. Lift your chin, lift your arms. Maybe just come up a little bit if you have low back issues. Or lift your legs and be Superman. So strengthening your triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring your hands next to your chest. Hug your elbows against your body. Low cobra, just look forward, lift your knees. Medium cobra with bent elbows. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. And then downward facing dog. Pull your belly in. Press, grip the mat. And if you need to, take your shoulders wider and slightly turned out. Let your head relax between your arms. Good. Engage your low belly a little bit more. Pull your tailbone towards the floor. And then just pedal. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Let your hips go from side to side. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Good. And then pressing your hands, come halfway through to plank. And then come back to down dog. Pressing, pressing, pressing the floor away. Good. Take your right leg up behind you. Bend your knee, open your hip. Maybe take your ankle around in a circle. And then square your hips. Step your right foot to your right hand, left knee down. Good. Take your hands on your hips. Press in that front foot, the back of your left foot, and squeeze your legs towards each other. And then pressing into this thigh like we did at the beginning, lift up through your spine. Good. Then reach your arms forward and up. Feel that lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull your hips back. Lengthen your hamstring. Lift, lift, lift your chest forward and then round down. Nice. Come back to the lunge. Bring your hands to the mat. Come back to downward facing dog. Good, come part way through to plank, press the floor away, and then come back to down dog, pressing into the floor, hugging those elbows in. Nice. Bring your left leg up behind you, bend your knee, open your hip, take your ankle around in a circle, come high on your right toes. Good, and then square your left hip, bring your left foot to your left hand, drop your right knee. Good, squeeze your legs together. Press into that left thigh and lengthen up your spine. And then reach your arms forward like you're handing me your block and up. Squeeze your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Fingertips to the ground. Straighten that left leg. Engage your low belly. Head in line with your shoulders. And then when you get a little bit more forward, you can round a little. Nice. And then come into the lunge. Come onto your hands. And then from regular plank or on your knees, come all the way to the ground. Come onto your forearms again. So I want you to press into your forearms and feel your shoulders get broad. And this is an area we really don't strengthen enough. So press into your forearms and feel your shoulder blades get broad. Claw them out with your hands. Good, and then either lift your hips or your hips and your knees, gazing forward or down, but not underneath you. 2, 1, knees down, hips down. Face to the mat, take your hands behind you. Superman, lift your chest, lift your knees or your legs. See if you can put your heels together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands next to you. Hug your elbows against your body. Low cobra, medium cobra, maybe upward facing dog. Claw the mat. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Good. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Press the floor away. Maybe bend your knees. Let your head rest between your arms. Pedal your legs. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee. Then deeply bend both knees. Look forward, inhale. Exhale. Press, press, press forward like you're jumping. And then step your left foot forward and your right foot forward. Come to flat back. So hands on your knees, engage your belly, head in line with your shoulders, elbows against your body. Nice. And then make enough room so you can fold top of your head between your hands. Nice. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. Make your legs strong. Hands to your heart. Okay, and then we're going to do that squatting half salutation. So take your feet a little bit wider. Good. Inhale, arms up. Press in your legs, engage your belly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, turn your heels out. Come into Malasana squat. Nice. Good job. Exhale, bring your feet parallel, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Nice. Let's do that one more time. So just start with your feet wider. Press into your feet, lift your heart. Sweep your arms up. Nice. Exhale, fold, bend at your hips. So make sure you bend at your hips. Good. Inhale, flat back, turn your feet out. Squat into Malasana. Nice. Good job. And then exhale. Hold. Inhale. Sweep your arms up. Nice. Hands to your heart. Good. We're going to do some sun A. So press into your feet, engage your glutes. Press down to your hips and lift your heart. Inhale, arms up, lifting your heart. Exhale, bend at your hips and fold. So bend at your hip flexors. Nice. Inhale, flat back. Hands on your knees, elongate through your spine. Good. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Rock forward to plank. Grip the mat. Good. And then on your knees or not, most of you come onto your knees, grip the mat, come halfway down. Good. And then press your chest forward, shoulder blades down your back. Up dog or cobra. Nice. And then come on through to downward facing dog. Press your floor away with your hands and bend your knees. And then I want you to inhale, bend, exhale, just press forward like you're going to jump forward to plank, and then just come back to bending your knees. So we're just playing around. Come back to bending your knees. Bend. Inhale. Exhale, press forward to a plank. Good, and then on this last one, you're gonna hop or you're gonna step. Bend. And then look forward, exhale. Maybe you step, maybe you hop. Whatever you're doing. Good, I just stepped, by the way. Come to flat back. Good. Exhale, fold. Top of your head facing the floor. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands to your heart. All right, so we're going to do that again, and you'll step or you'll hop. Press into your feet, make your legs strong, make your glutes strong. Inhale, arms up. Good. Exhale, hinge at your hips. So if you have to grab your hips to feel them bend, nice, Debbie. All the way to the mat. Inhale, flat back, hands on your knees. Exhale, hands to the mat. This time, see if you can step back to plank without jumping your hips up. Just step back to plank. Most of you come onto your knees. Come halfway down. And then hugging your elbows against your body, roll your shoulders open, low cobra, or up dog, and then downward facing dog. Good, breathe, take a moment, press the mat away, pull your low belly in, pull your tailbone towards the ground, nice. And then we're just gonna do this bend and press forward. So bend your knees, inhale, exhale, press to a plank. Good. Exhale, bend your knees. Bend. Press to a plank. Use your legs, use your tummy. And this last time, bend your knees. Inhale. Most of you step, some of you float. So bend and then float without going up too high. Come to flat back. Good job, you guys. Good effort. Hold your belly in and fold. Inhale, arms up. Nice. Hands to your heart. Good job, good job. Okay, let's come to chair pose. So bend your knees, press into your heels. And then bring your fingers all the way down by your ankles. Come on up to chair pose. Nice. And then hands behind you, hook your thumbs, open your shoulders. Lay your belly on your thighs. Nice. From here, bring your hands to the mat. Come all the way down low. And let's all just step back to plank from low, so you're not flying, so you're nice and low. Good. And then come all the way to the ground. Good. Hands next to you. Hug your elbows in low cobra. Medium cobra with your hips on the ground, or upward facing dog. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Nice. Downward facing dog. Good job. Take a moment, breathe. Press the floor away. Arms are on either side of your ears. Nice. And then take your right leg up behind you. Bend your knee, open your hip. And then bring your right knee to your right elbow. Bring it back. Bring your right knee to your left elbow, vacuum up your belly. Bring it back. Bring your right knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. Good. Come into warrior one. Nice. So I'm going to go a little bit wider. My right foot's going to be all the way to the one side of the mat. My left foot is going to be a little bit wider so I can press down into my feet. Nice. Lift my heart. Good. And then I want you to bring your hands together facing you. And then open and close. Good. Bend your front knee, Melina. Open and close. Open. And then when we close, we're either going to do eagle arms with our left arm on top of our right, or give yourself a hug, press into your tailbone, or you can just bring it across. Get that stretch either way. Nice. Good job. Exhale, hands to the floor. Come to downward facing dog. Take a moment. Take your left leg up behind you, bend your knee, open your hip. Press the floor away, come high on your right toes. And then bring your left knee to your left elbow. Bring it back. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Bring it back. Good, and then bring your left knee to your nose. Step it through. Come into warrior one. And if it's better for you, you can do crescent lunge here. So I'm going to do crescent lunge here because it's better for my heel. It's harder to balance. Okay, and then I want you to pull your left hip back and your right hip forward. So this is where it is, Naomi. Pull your left hip back a little more. Take your foot wider. Yes, pull your right hip forward. I'm going to put on my glasses. Sorry. Nice. So I'm going to say the same thing to you, Melina. Pull that left hip back more. Push your right hip forward. Yeah, nice. And then let's bring your hands in front of you, like hide and go seek, elbows up. Nice, Nathan. Good, Emily. And then open. Close. Make sure your knee doesn't lean in. Open. Close. Good. Open. Close, and then eagle arms again. So maybe you do the hug. Maybe your right arm goes on top of your left. Stretching your hands. Nice. Good job. And then hands to the mat. Come to downward facing dog. Nice. And then let's try this one more time. So press the floor away, get low, low, low with your knees. And then press forward to a plank. And then come on back. Bend, 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 bend. Crouch low. Good. Press forward. Nice. Bend, 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 bend. Look forward. Exhale. Walk or float to the front of the mat. Come to flat back. Nice. Exhale, fold, top of your head facing the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands to your heart. Nice. Let's hop or step your feet apart and we'll do some warrior two. So turn your right heel to the arch of your back foot, kick your back heel out. So make sure you're lined up, that your right knee isn't pulling in. Good job. Press into your feet, and then take your elbows next to you, pull your shoulder blades open, and then press it on open. So either keeping your hands facing up or turning them facing down, looking at your third finger. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice. And then either bringing your forearm on your thigh or bringing your right hand to the inside of your right leg, pressing your arm into your knee into your arm. Take that left hand behind you, opening your shoulder. Nice. And then let's take it around in a circle just to open up our shoulders a little. Keeping your left shoulder on top of your right, and then go the other way. Nice. And then take your left hand behind you, your back, maybe stay there. Maybe grab your right leg. Maybe pull that right hand through and take a bind. So don't force it, it's not important. It's just if that's where your body is. Nice. Good job. And then exhale, release. Good. Hands to the floor. Come to downward facing dog. Nice. And then from here, step your left foot forward. Come into warrior two with your left leg. So I'm just gonna face this way now. So really ground into your feet. Knee should line up with your second or third toe. Make sure it's not leaning in. Engage your pelvic floor and then press down into your hips, so lift up to your spine. Elbows next to your body. Press it open. Good. Flip your hands or keep them as is. Pull your shoulder blades down your back and breathe. Good, and then forearm on your thigh, right shoulder on top of left, or left hand on the inside of your right leg. Take that right arm around in a circle. Good, and then go the other way. Really press into your feet. And then take this right arm into your back or grab your left leg. Pull that right shoulder open. That might be where you stop. You don't want your chest facing the floor. If you're more open, bring that left hand down, hook your thumb. Nice. And then hands to the mat. Come to downward facing dog. Nice. And then let's come on to all fours and take a puppy pose. So take your hands wide, let your heart melt to the floor. Pull your low belly in. Nice, and then come onto all fours, and we're gonna do an easier version of side plank and then a harder version. So pressing the floor away. Take both your knees perpendicular and walk your right hand forward. Open this right shoulder. Take your left arm up and take your left foot out to the side. So I want you to really make sure that you're pressing in your right hand and that your right shoulder is rotating open. Nice. Maybe lift your left leg. Engage your belly. Nice. And then come back onto all fours. Take a puppy pose or an extended child pose. Whatever feels better to you. So either hips up or hips down. Nice. Come up onto all fours. Step your left hand a little bit forward. Turn your knees. And rotate so that your shoulder is rotating open. Take that right arm up. And then bring your right foot out to the side. Elongate through your spine. Press into that left hand. Maybe reach that right leg up. Nice. Exhale. Come back down. And now let's come into downward facing dog. So we'll try it this way. Good, so from down dog, come halfway to plank, step your right hand forward and turn your right foot. Maybe take your left foot in front of you. Maybe take your left foot on top of your right. So I'm gonna do the easier version. Make sure that your right shoulder is a little bit in front of you and protected. Send that left arm up and over your ear. Nice. Good job. Nice, Emily. Emily's like, this isn't happening. And then come back to downward facing dog. So I'm gonna check your arm, Emily. I think it's not far enough in front of you. Okay, so watch me and then do it. Let's start easier and go to harder. So let's start on our knees. Bring your left hand forward. And then you can step your right foot here and your left foot out to the side. You can just start with that one. So make sure that that left shoulder is opening towards the side of the room. So bring your left shoulder, is that in front of you, a little bit in front of you, your left shoulder? Okay, you don't want it directly, yes, there. You don't want it directly underneath you, yes. Good job, you guys. Nice. Lift your hips, good job, good job. And then exhale, release. Nice, that went much better. Sorry, it was all about Emily for a minute. Take a little child's pose. And then we're gonna do a little pigeon. Okay. Okay. So first I want you to come to a seated position with your feet wide. And just bring your right knee perpendicular and your left knee perpendicular. So this is like a modified pigeon, and just rotate your hip forward and back. Forward and back. Good. And then either stay here or bring your right ankle in and turn into regular pigeon pose. So whatever seems appropriate to you. And if you want to go on your back, you can do that. So press in your hands and lift your heart. Press your legs, active range of motion. Press your legs into the floor. What? I thought this was a relaxing pose. Sorry. Nice. Good. And then come all the way up. Reach your left arm forward. Bring it around. Bend your back leg. See if you can grab your foot. Bring your right knee wider, Nathan. Good. Reach your right arm up. Yeah, Alona, you do your thing. You can do the both arm thing or the, I can't even do what you can do. So you just do whatever you want to do. Nice. And then exhale, release. Come back to center. Come back to this wide. What am I doing? I'm changing. I'm sorry. You can't always know what I'm going to do. And then take your knees from side to side. So really wide legs, really wide legs. Good. All right, Emily has abandoned me and is on the floor. Good for you. And then turn into this sort of, this is like a mermaid-y kind of version of the pose. And just rock your hips forward. Just like, it's like a PT hip opener. Yeah. Good job. And then you can hang out here and just work your hips like that. Or come into regular pigeon. Nice. And then press the floor away. And if you want to be on your back, go. Good for you, Emily. Emily's like, see ya. I'm here. Hey, Pearl. Press in your hands. Lift your heart. Good. And then just maybe stay here and work this active range of motion stretch. Maybe lift up higher, bend your back leg. See if you can reach your right arm forward like we did at the beginning. Reach it back behind you. If you can, reach the inside of your foot. That's external rotation. Nice, Naomi. Naomi has the best smile, I'm just going to say. Making the best face. I'm not even sure if she's smiling or she's like, get me out of here. Nice. Maybe you can reach that arm up. Good job. And then exhale, release. And then let's just take your feet from side to side. Good job. Okay, we're gonna open up our hips a little bit more. So sit up tall, bring that right foot in, And let's rock this baby. Yeah. So lift your hips, go from side to side. Nice. And then either bring this right foot into your thigh, or you can bring it across your leg, or, yeah, Alona, you can bring it into your foot. This is love, Alona. This is my wrapped foot. Lift, and then walk it forward. Nice. Good job. Yeah, just make sure that right foot is active and you're protecting your knee. Nice. And then inhale, come on up. Release your right leg. Let's bring that left knee in. Let's rock this baby. All right, I don't know where you went, Naomi, on the last one, but I see you rocking that. So just rock this baby, yeah. Nice. And then either bring your left foot into your right thigh, or you can bring it on top of your leg, which is sort of a in between, or just bring it into Janu Sirsasana. Good, and then inhale, lengthen, exhale, hold. So this is my wonky side, I can't go as far. So you don't have to push it. Nice. Right, and I'm just gonna say this next pose is really for Alona. It's like a combination of Alona and Nathan adventure, so we'll see what happens. Good, and then inhale, come on up. And then if you have two blocks, or you can do it without blocks, you're not gonna like me, Fiona, so you can just do the stretching part. I'm not gonna like myself. So we're gonna try a pose called Tolasana. So I can put my right foot on top and like my left leg under. If you can do full lotus without hurting your knee bends. So I'm kind of warm. Yes. All right, so I'm thinking, Alona, that this is kind of like the other pose because we're depressing our shoulders. So I'm thinking that, so if you don't have blocks, you probably could just get your hips up. But if you have, yeah, that'll work. So we're gonna wait for Alona. So if you have blocks, maybe you just lift your hips. So maybe you just press into your fist. I'm gonna start with Fiona. You make a fist, because she's gonna punch me in the face, go Vince. And you just lift your tush up. Yeah! Who do you think you are? Nice! If you have blocks or something, come on. Oh! So the other thing that I didn't say is it matters where you put the blocks. If you put them too far back, like I just did, by the way, come on out, I'm just stuck here. So you want the blocks sort of halfway between. And then if you can, with the blocks, I can go all the way up and rock. And this is called Tolasana. Go, Naomi. Yeah, good job. All right, so that's kind of like Lolasana, but we stretched our shoulders. Oh my God, my legs are stuck there. Oh my goodness. Let's take them wide for a minute before we do the other side. So press in your legs. Lean over to the right. This is an I love you, Emily pose. Press in that left hip flexor. Good. Nice. Good. Good. And then come back up. Go to the other side. So left hand onto left knee, right arm up and over. You can hold your neck if that feels better. Good. And then come back to center. And then just so we're even, let's put the other leg on top. So now, this is my bad side. So left leg is gonna go here. I'm gonna just put my right leg under. So then my right leg is just gonna be on the ground. And then I'm gonna grab my blocks. So you're gonna put the blocks between your knees and your hips, press into the face of the block, or your fists. Nice, and lift. Go, Alona. I knew this was your pose. Nice, nice, good job, good job. All right, let's take our feet, go from side to side. That was pretty adventurous, I'm just gonna say. Good job, you guys. All right, we're gonna go upside down. We're gonna first do dolphin pose, and then we're gonna try headless headstands. So Anyone who can find a wall space, so Alona and Melina, if you want to move your camera so I can see you, or if you want to go against that wall behind you, one of you at least, so I can see you. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then you can decide if you want to do it. So first we're going to just do, we'll just do dolphin pose. So in dolphin pose, and I think Nathan, for you, if you take your arms this way, and I like to hold the block. If you take your arms this way instead of that way, I think that's a better rotation for your shoulder. So I like to hold the block, and then this will give lots of space for your head, see? So you come onto your knees, you press in your elbows. I want your elbows then to be in line with your shoulders, engage your belly. So really press in your elbows into your wrists, and then come on up to dolphin and just let your head loose. So your head's not even touching the ground, but you're strengthening your shoulders. Nice. And then come on down and take a child's pose. So anyone who wants to, you're welcome to just do that one again. Otherwise, we're going to do the headless headstand, and let me show you at the wall, and then you can try it. So, I like it. Photographs are being moved. This is dedication. So you can either do what we just did again, or you can do headless headstand. So you're going to interlace your hands. You're going to interlace your fists. So watch, and then you do it, okay? You're going to interlace your fists. I need the wall, so. Oops. So interlace your fists. Press in those elbows again. And then I need the wall, so I'm gonna. And then you have all this room for your head. You press in your shoulders, and my legs are on the wall. So let me see you do that, Melina. I gotta put my glasses on. Yeah, so nice. So use the wall, Emily, and just, yup. Nice. Good job. All right, so Nathan is not liking this. Good, bring that left elbow in a little bit more, Vince. Yes. Good, now take one leg off the wall. Just one, and bend the other knee. Yes! Rock star. Good job. So Naomi, I would bring your left elbow in a little bit more next time you go up. Like I wouldn't do that right now. And then the other elbow. What's the other elbow? Yes. Good. Now press into your forearms. Yes. So it's 80% of the weight is on your arms and only 20% on your head. So Pearl, you look beautiful, but I can't see you. Did you do it? You're like this. Your fingers are like this. Your hands are like you're squishing a meatball. Yes. Yes, and then go to the wall. Good. Yeah, Emily, rest. Nice. Good job, Melina. I thought you froze, Fiona. Fiona froze in child's pose. Good job, you guys. All right, let's do some back bends because we did a lot of work for opening our shoulders. So before we do, let's lay on your belly and put your right arm out to the side. Take your left hand next to your chest and press in your left hand and open up that right front of your shoulder. Nice. Good, and then come back to center. Take your left arm out, press in your right hand. Good. Open up the left side of your shoulder. Nice. Come back to center. So we've done those Superman. So let's come up on into Sphinx pose. Press in your elbows. So I want you to really notice that engagement, that strengthening in your shoulders, because that's what we use for our for the headstands and the forearm. And then just bring that left hand in, press in your elbow, bend your right leg, reach that right arm forward and back. See if you can rotate your arms so you grab the inside of your foot. Nice. And then see if you can bring your chest towards me. Nice, Emily. Good job. Nice. And then exhale, release. Come on down, bend your knees, go from side to side. Good, and then come back onto your forearms. Press into your forearms. So elbow to the wrist, grip the mat with your wrist, make your shoulders broad. Maybe rotate your right hand in at an angle, bend your left leg. Good. And then reach around. Grab your left foot. Good. So first bring your foot towards your tailbone and then press your foot into your hand to open your shoulders. Nice. Exhale, come on down. Bend your legs, go from side to side. Nice. And then bring your chin to the floor. Keep your knees bent. Bring your hands next to you. Lift. So Superman arms, strengthening the backs of your shoulders. Lift your legs. And then maybe see if you can grab your ankles. If you can't grab your ankles, this still counts. Nice. If you've got them, kick your feet into your hands into your feet. Good job. Exhale, come on down. Bring your hands in front of you. Bend your legs. Go from side to side. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to make our way onto our backs. And first we're going to do just regular bridge pose. So lay on your back. I want you to feel the contact points with the floor. So your feet, the backs of your shoulders, and even the back of your head. Press in your feet, press in your back of your shoulders, back of your head, and lift your hips. If it's wonky on your back, then don't go too high. Otherwise, press into it a little bit more. Grabbing the sides of the mat or interlacing your hands underneath you. Press into the backs of your shoulders. Lift, lift, lift your hips. Maybe even come up on your toes. And then exhale, release your hands, release your tailbone. Take your feet as wide as the mat, go from side to side. Nice. Okay. And then let's go again. And this time we're going to try full wheel. So I think, Vince, I want you to put the blocks underneath your hands, I think, unless you're okay without it. I want you to give yourself some space and take your hands wider than normal. So we'll all start in bridge. Press into your feet, lift your hips. And then either interlace your hands underneath you or take your hands a little bit wider than your ears on either side, pressing your elbows towards the back of the room. Come to the top of your head, claw the mat, hug your elbows in, and lift all the way up. And then stay there until you're ready and come on down. Nice. And then come down, take a rest. All right. And then Nathan, I have one more for you to try if you're up for it. So everyone watch, and then you can have a laugh. I know Fiona's gonna have a laugh. Like I think Aluna could probably do this, so let's see. So I'm gonna go into a pose called Dvipada something something. So I'm gonna come up, bring my hands right next to my ears, come to the top of my head. Then I'm gonna grab behind my head like I'm in a headstand. You only wanna do this if you're okay with your head on the floor. Press in your elbows, and then you walk your feet out. And then to come on out, you lift up, come back down. Do I have any takers? Otherwise, you can just take a restorative bridge with a block. So take your feet a little wider, Nathan. Make some room, yup. Yup. So your head's on the ground, yeah. Now bring your elbows towards each other. Bring your elbows towards each other. All right, I think we gotta open your shoulders more. Go, Melina. Nice. 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 Good job. I saw that, Naomi. Nice. I can only see your legs, Pearl. Okay. Anyway, as I thought, Fiona's just laughing at me. She's lost her mind. Okay, let's wind this down. I hope that was fun for you guys. So it doesn't matter, like, if you did it, you didn't do it, it's all good. So let's hug your knees in your chest. Send your legs up towards the sky. So as far as I'm concerned, we already did an inversion. But if you want to press on up in the shoulder stand, then this would be the time to do it. Otherwise, just send your legs up. If you're doing shoulder stand, just really press in your shoulder blades, engage your core. Make sure there's no pressure on your neck. Good, and then bring your feet towards your face, wherever you are. You can support your hips with your hands. You can bring your arms to the floor. Nice, and then make your way down to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Let's hug your knees into your chest, do a happy baby pose. Good, and then bring your feet to the mat. Send your right leg up towards the sky. And see if you can just use your legs to stretch. So not even pulling out of your shoulders. If you want to gently touch on your leg to help out, but not pulling your shoulder blades out of the socket. If you're more open, you can straighten your left leg. Then bring your right leg out to the side, keeping your left hip on the mat. Press, activate that right leg. Breathe and release. Good, and then exhale. If you haven't already, straighten your left leg, bring your right leg partway across, 45-degree angle. And then either bend your knee or keep it straight going all the way across. I'm going to bend my knee because my body's asking me for that. Try and keep your right shoulder blade on the ground. Activate that left leg, elongate through your spine. Good, come back to center. Hug your knees in your chest. And then bring your right foot to the mat. Bring your left leg up towards the sky. Press into the heel. Try and do an isometric work with your legs. You can relax your shoulders, or you can grab your leg without pulling your shoulder blades forward. If it suits your body, straighten your right leg. Keeping the right hip pressed into the mat, take your left leg out to the side. Feel free to make use of a wall or a piece of furniture, or make a shelf with your left hand. And then bring your left leg towards center, straighten your right leg, and bring that left leg at a 45-degree angle. Then either keep it straight or bend your left knee, take the twist all the way across, keeping your left shoulder blade on the mat. activate your right leg. Elongate through your spine. Nice. And then come back to center, hugging your knees into your chest. Come to your final resting pose. So I'm going to take my feet wide and let my knees knock in. You can take your legs up the wall. You can take the soles of your feet together, have your knees out to the side, or just splay on out. And then just start to feel your body. Noticing all the spots that are touching the floor, touching your mat. And then let's come back to setting an intention from your heart, something that is positive. Filling yourself with joy or gratitude. So come back to that person or place or thing that brought you joy. And set your intention with bringing more of that joy into your life. So maybe you want to make more time for meditation, or maybe you want to make more time to be outdoors or at the ocean, out hiking. Come here, baby. Come here. Maybe you want to spend more time with your puppy or your friend. So decide that that's what you're going to do. Cultivate the strength that it takes to make shifts, to change your schedule around, to make time for that attention. And then start to visualize that you have made this choice, that you have created time for this person or place or activity. And connect with the emotions that go with that. Get a deep visual of what this looks like, this place, this person. And just feel the joy that fills your emotions and your heart. Bring that happiness and joy to your whole being, to your mind, to your body, to your spirit. And then gently turn to one side, hugging your knees to your chest. Resting your ear on your arm. And then gently pressing on up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands to your heart. Thank you for all of you for carving out time to spend with me and making this class a priority. And I hope that it brings you great joy and empowerment and peace. And namaste.